All right, so another progression that I use with guys when it comes to like the arm path simplification is something that I call like a walk away 3 balls drill. Gosh, I need to come up with better names. But in essence, I believe, again, just to echo a lot of my similar thoughts that I put online, is, you know, the body is kind of going to organize itself. It's not going to it's going to organize itself to complete whatever task it is at hand. But the biggest thing that we got to remember is that we got to get out of the way from a mental standpoint, or else the body is not going to be able to do its job. So a certain like this kind of drill progression that I like is very simplistic in terms of, you got 3 baseballs, you know, 2 in one hand, 1 in the other when you start, and all you're going to be doing is you're going to be walking away from your target, and you're going to be throwing the baseballs as you're walking away, right? So the beauty of this is, since it is 3 balls, it's really hard to kind of put mental emphasis on every single throw. So what you see with a lot of guys is they kind of just clear their head and they just kind of get to throwing, and you're going to see, since you're walking away and you're not using forward momentum and you're not using a step or a regular throwing mechanic type variation, that the arm path is going from center cut, right? So we talk about like that funnel. It's going from center cut to separation to retraction and then out. So again, just the simplicity of that path. You know, we're kind of taking away all of the wasted movements that potentially for guys could lead to inconsistencies at release. So this is what it's going to look like for most guys. Again, you can even put another ball in here and do 4, but for me, I don't have that much space on my walkaways right now, so I'm going to use 3. So it's going to look like something like this. I start my backwards go, boom, 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 right? So really simplistic in terms of what you're trying to accomplish, but the simplicity of how your hands move is very, like I said, very simplistic. The simplicity of your hand movement is very simplistic. That was really smart. But again, a good kind of variation that you can use to start instilling new motor control patterns if you are somebody that wants to kind of get away from essentially the over complexity of your arm path that you have right now. This, like I said, this is a really good variation or progression that you can use just to kind of get that simplicity, and then have your body start, you know, integrating those movement patterns and instilling that motor control pattern. So then when it does come time for you to get up on a mound, you know, hopefully you can instill enough motor control pattern that you can get simplistic with how you're throwing. So cool. Hopefully that made sense.